experience issues. Issues in tissues. Hello there! How are you? It's Foodshot, and I'm happy to, well, see you through the medium of the tube. Hello, 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 hello. Tips on keeping the Les Paul in tune. What helps me keep Les Pauls in tune is this back tailpiece part there, the actual stop tailpiece bit. If you undo these screws, the two screws on the side, and bring this bit up, it basically gets rid of a brake action over the bridge, and I find that helps keep Les Pauls in tune. Other than that, you're always going to experience problems with the G-string. But yeah, if you undo these screws so this bit comes up, not too far, it'll just snap off. But if you undo that so it kind of just comes up a bit, it'll stop the, it'll just make the brake angle not so horrendously bad. And should help with tuning issues. That's me eating my own hair again. You have just made my morning, sir. Well, thank you very much. I'm happy to hear. I'm happy to hear that. Just watching while I study. Okay. You can blame me if you get in trouble. I don't mind. Good evening, everybody. Yes, good evening to everybody. I am very well, thank you very much. How are you? What guitar is this? This is the Vintage V6. Well, it's the Vintage DPS because I rebranded it because I'm a bit sad. Shinkicker. Rory was a monster. Is it impossible to get a John Frusciante sound out of a Fender amp? No, it's not impossible to get a John sound out of a Fender amp. It's just, it's difficult because Fender amps are voiced in a very, very kind of bright way. They don't have a lot of mid-range bark, so like a Marshall or an Orange or a Vox. So it's not impossible, but you will need like a pedal that has like that Marshall-y sound. I always recommend the Tone City Golden Plexi or the Jackhammer by Marshall. They just sound brilliant. I mean, this is the Jackhammer. And it sounds like John. And it loves the DS2. And I messed that one royally up. But that's okay, it's live, it's live, it's live. Ha, awesome. No worries at all. Wet Sand solo. out of tune, so I do apologise for that. Definitely out of tune after that second to last fret bend on this one. Give me a sec, everybody. We're very, very sharp tonight. I'm blaming the weather. It's my excuse, I'm sticking to it. I can't play that. No. Favourite song from Record Water. I really don't know. I'll have to think. I'll come back to that. Remind me in a bit, and I'll have a ponder about it. Always wanted to hear you play Insane Castle by the way outro. What has it? Something like that. I don't actually remember it very well. I had to put out Mike McCready with great difficulty. But yeah, I would like to do a series on Mike. I would really love to do a series on Mike, and Mike's one of those people I want to meet. It will never happen, but I would like to meet him at some point in my life. Excuse me. Stadium Arcadium. The album or the song? You know, like really cool things on Stadium Arcadium, like. My looper. Oh, it's all gone wrong. Forget it. Forget it, Ditto Looper. You. Stop! Stop! It's just not happening tonight. How annoying. Oh, sorry. Come back. Please do some Yngwie. Oh God. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely. Don't remember anything you saw just then. Do you know any band from Brazil? I'm afraid I don't know. Some Nirvana. Nirvana. This would be nasty. The chorus, so that's how brilliant I am. What guitar am I playing? It's a vintage V6 Icon. It's my battered and beaten vintage V6 Icon. They're moving too fast! Is that Rage Against the Machine? Yes, it is indeed. I don't have my Rory Strat anymore, it's gone. Nirvana Audio Slave. I don't know the setting offhand for the 35RT, but hopefully soon I'll get my hands on one. My friend's got one, I'm going to ask to borrow it, so hopefully, you know, fingers crossed, I'll do a video on it. I will divulge at that point, because I don't actually know what it would be. The CR60 and the CR35 are the two oranges of the Crush series that I've had least experience with. So I don't want to give you an estimate idea of what the EQ would be, and then it'd be totally rubbish. So I'd rather actually get one first, and then give you that actual kind of what I found with one. Do you know how John set his Silver Jubilee? Not really. I mean, the pictures that Dave Rapp put up about John's Silver Jubilee, it looks like he had the volume on 10, which means that amp is not clean in any way, shape or form. But I think it would probably change from gig to gig, being Silver Jubilee. I remember reading an interview with Dave Lee saying that the amps are a bit unreliable and they have to really dial the sound in, and the Plexi, the major especially, being kind of a pain because you really have to get it right last night. You have to really get it right on the night, so to say, otherwise it sounds wrong. Play your Jaguar. I can't, my Jaguar's in another room right at this point in time. Mars Volta. I don't remember how to play any Mars Volta. I had a bit of a phase of Mars Volta, but I don't remember any, no, I don't remember how to play any now. I'm kind of a bit out of practice with that. Tips for getting into modding. Just throw yourself in. Don't do it to a guitar you like. Just, you know, don't. If you like the way your guitar plays and sounds, don't do anything to it. Leave it alone. But tips for modding. Just literally just get into it. Take a guitar apart and just try and, like, you know, just mess about and see where you end up, kind of thing. To see how you get on. Down in California solo. Should I do an abridged version? Radiohead. I don't know any radio. Oh, do I? I don't think I do. It's about all I can remember. Radiohead stuff. Intro to Slane Castle. Maybe a bit. It's quite long now. How do I use the WH10? Always with it on the guitar setting on 10. I always have a little dial on the side turned up to 10. It just gives that real... It just sounds evil with everything on 10. It just sounds really cool. Favourite Rory album is Photo Finish. I love that album, that's my favourite. Black Eyed Blonde, I don't know how to play that. I know the Link Ray. Where he starts turning the tremolo up. It's always cool. I am a Nick Drake fan, yes. Yes, I don't know how to play any of his music, but I am a Nick Drake fan, yes. Don't Forget Me. I'll do something with Don't Forget Me in a moment, if I can get my looper to behave itself. It's not behaving. Johnny Marr. I haven't got a capo, have I? Nope, I don't have a capo. I can't really play much in the style of Johnny Marr. I wish I could, but I actually can't. I'm not as that good. I can't play any Ted Nugent, I'm afraid, sorry. Werewolf or Vampire? Vampire. Vampire's cooler. Buddy Guy. He's got kind of like... got that out of phasey kind of sound, doesn't he, Buddy Guy? Oh, well, that's... what's going on? I can't really think of a Buddy Guy song. What's I'm just being downright awful tonight. You still have your classic vibe? No, I gave the classic vibe away. Mississippi Sheiks. Oh! How does it go? Oh God! I can't remember how to play it. That's really annoying. I do apologise. I like some of Elliott Smith's stuff, yes. Not all of it though. Some of it I can't get on with, but some of it I like. The songs of Spinner, everyone's supposed to hear that. clear as I can get. It's not particularly great at all. Guitar Clinic in Edinburgh. I don't know about the Guitar Clinic thing at this point in time. It's kind of been put on the back burner. So maybe next year, but I don't know yet. I want to do it. It's just the logistics of it. What do I think about MXR effects? MXR effects are great, but I don't use any of them. I've used a micro amp in the past, and I didn't really get on with it. I didn't like the micro amp. I found it a bit. It's okay, but it's not. It wasn't the sound I wanted. Phase 90s were always fun. What else of a micro amp? I really want to try the MXR Distortion Plus, the one that Randy Rhoads used. It looks really cool. Surround Alabama. Whatever it is. It's about as much as I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it wrong. I can't play any Rival Sons now. Easily solo. I don't remember the original. I just mess around with it now. What was the trick with the WH-10 V2 again to make it easier to push in? Hang on a sec. Righty. On the bottom of the V8, on the V2, on the WH-10, there's these little rubber feet. If you remove all them, and then if you place one at the front of the wah pedal, just behind the switch, I can't show you on mine because it's too dark, you won't be able to see. But if you place like one of those little rubber feet from the bottom, about there on the WH-10, when you press it down, the pedal won't go down all the way, and it makes it a lot harder to turn on, but not too hard. It makes it just right. So just take one of the feet off the bottom, get rid of them all then, because it'd be wonky otherwise, and just put it under the front bit of the pedal. So where there's like a little kind of rubber pad. If you put it in kind of like alignment with that, then you should find it works a lot better. Ugh. Good gravy. Can you play Wind Cries Mary? Yes, I can. One of my favourite Jimmy songs. Guitar solos of Jimmy's, I think. I really love that solo. I think it's brilliant. Right on Time keeps coming up, but I can't remember how to play it. All I can remember is That's all I remember of Right on Time. I don't know it very well anymore. What amp are you using? I am using the orange CL120 that's just over there, off shot. Have you ever used a C1 core ensemble? No, I've never been able to get my filthy little hands on an original. What piece of gear do you most regret getting rid of? Good question. I don't actually know. I've been quite careful with trying not to get rid of anything I really need or has some kind of an emotional attachment with me. I've been quite careful with that. I can't think of anything right now, to be honest with you. I really can't think of anything that I'm particularly gutted about losing. That didn't go on to a better place and not been kind of like just stuck here with me kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know, I'm afraid. How old am I? I'm 17. How many of you believe that one? No, I'm 67, 89, 91. I don't know. Age is but a number. That means nothing in the scheme of things. Can you recommend a Ditto Looper? Yes, I can. Apart from when it's acting the goat. But it's only acting the goat because I'm crap tonight and I can't play properly. Any thoughts on Buckethead? I like Buckethead. I can play a few songs by him, yours. I don't know. I didn't think I did. I don't actually have anything programmed in to try and play like Buckethead. I can only do... that really, and that's all well and good. But yeah, I always like to play Big Sur Moon by Buckethead, but sadly I haven't got it programmed in and it'd take me a lifetime to do. I saw a WH10 mod where they installed a volume knob. Yeah, I don't think that's a necessary mod myself. I think it's a bit... I don't know. I don't understand why you'd add a volume mod to the WH2 because it's got to affect it in some way. It's like I always feel that if you put a volume on it, you're not going to get the amount of output because it gives you loads of output. I mean, this is without the wah, and this is with it. It gives you so much more. And I always feel if you're going to put a volume in there, it's going to decrease that in some way. It has to decrease that in some way. So I don't think it's a very, very good or a necessary mod, really. I say when you realise kind of like what the WH10 likes to see, kind of thing. It's or likes, you know, the signal path that the WH10 likes. It doesn't give you any grief. It really doesn't give you any grief after that. going all night on that. Don't feel like an ocean liner. Cool line or what? Yes. Oh, going fast, going fast. How often do you use a tone? Not really a lot. I'm not really one for messing around with it. And if I do use it, it's always off. Or it's full up. It's always fully down or fully up. And it's always on the neck pickup. I never use a tone control on the bridge or middle pickup, really, ever. I like rolling it off on the neck pickup. It's... Yeah, that's quite nice, but I don't really use them a great deal, to be honest with you. I like to use the volume a lot, but I don't really use the tones a great deal. But every now and again. Oh, excuse me. What pedal did I use in that solo? That was the DS2, the Boss DS2. It's just got... It just does something that just no other pedal does. It's just lovely. I ain't got a capo, I can't play Slow Cheater, I'm afraid. I don't have a capo right now. Do you use the in-between positions? No, I'm not a fan of out of phase. Position 2 and position 4, I don't ever really... I only use them when I'm playing Rory Gallagher, because Rory used position 2 loads. Especially to do those kind of, you know, those pseudo-wah things that Rory would do. But other than that, I don't really use out of phase. I don't really like the sound. You know, because you get like... You know, it's cool, but I don't know, I just don't particularly like the sound. I like the neck pickup a lot more. It's... I like the neck pickup a lot more than out of phase. It's just something very special about it. What's the chorus pedal that's not made anymore? I don't know. Nope. The new PV Bandit's still good. I don't know, I actually tried one, but I would fail to believe they're rubbish, but don't quote me. I haven't actually tried a new one, but I have looked at some reviews on them and they all seem pretty consistent. Are they as good as the old ones, especially like the Red Stripe? I don't know. It's hard to get hold of things to find out. Oh, sadly. Do you still have the solid state Marshalls? Yes, they're here. They're behind me. They'll never leave me. I have 4 Marshall... Oh no, I have 5 Marshall MGs now, and I have a secret amp, which you're not allowed to know about until Monday. I'm going to pick it up tomorrow, and you'll see it in the video on Monday. Or I might do a teaser video just to annoy you all. But, yeah, I've got a secret amp coming tomorrow. What do you think about the Fuzz Factory? Which... Is that the, I don't know which one. Why did you have to sell the Les Paul? I needed the money. Simple as that, and it was the only thing that I'm willing to sell right now that's not gonna... It kind of bought in just the right amount of money, and it's one I haven't got much attachment to it. I didn't get attached enough to the Les Paul, so it went. Still sad, but I would prefer I liked my Lemon Drop more. Any Clash? Yes, we can play, Clash. Have to love the Clash. Any Scorpions? Afraid not. No. Any Metallica? Yeah. Metallica. I can attempt to do one of my favourite solos. Solo. I forgot the ending and it's kind of wrong, but it's so cool. Where are we? Stone Cold Bush. Ah, choice. That was terrible. Wrong ending. Bit of stone as well. So cool. Something by the Beatles. Did forget it. Is this request diary? It seems to be. Do you use any alternative tunings? Yes, I use quite a lot of different tunings. Mainly the standard tuning, but I like half step down, I like a whole step down, I like drop D, I like Dadgad, open G, open A, open G, open D major, open D minor. I've got my own weird tuning, but I forget what it is offhand. That guitar's tuned to it. Any other tunes I can think of? Yeah, they're the kind of main ones I use. What do you think of 1980s Japanese Squires? The ones I've played have been really good. personally, I really enjoyed playing them. I thought they were great guitars. I didn't think they were rubbish at all. But it's like anything. There's going to be bad ones in the bunch. You just got to kind of find the one that works for you. Because, you know, what works for you might not work for somebody else, and, you know, vice versa. Get that guitar down and play that tuning. Give me a sec. I don't. Well, I need to find if it's actually stuck in that tuning. What's your favourite Strat pickups right now? Just any that I've got. Like, I love these ones. I love the Wilkinson pickups in here. They sound absolutely brilliant. The ones I'm least getting on with recently are the Seymour Duncan SSLs. They've been getting on my nerves of late, and it's due to the flubby low end they have. But none of my other Strats have that flubby low end that the SSLs have, and it's starting to get on my nerves a little bit. But no, I won't be changing them out anytime soon. But I don't like the Marshall MG 100 FSS. But what do you think about the 50-watt combo version? Yes, you can get John sound out of pretty much any of the MG range. The 50-watt especially. Use the Overdrive channel, Overdrive 1. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the 50-watt does have two modes. Yeah, if you use OD1 and don't touch the contour or treble, and maybe not even the middle dial, depending on your setup and, you know, the leads and whatnot, yeah, you can get a really good approximation of John's sound out of the 50-watt. What pickups did John use in his main Strat? We'll never know. We'll never know. People say it's Seymour Duncan SSLs. People, you know, his guitar tech says it was just standard Fender pickups. I read an article once that John's tech said they were all stock during the By the Way tour. I had a magazine where John's guitar tech Dave Lee said that all his 60s Strats and his 50s Strats were all stock and nothing had been changed on them. So we'll never 100% know unless we get hold of John's Strat in some kind of weird espionage way and rip it apart and find out, well, not rip it apart, take it apart gently and see what's inside. Star Smile Banner. I got my Univibe. What cab would you recommend for the Orange CR120? The Marshall JCM900 cabs work a treat with the CR120. I mean, that's what I'm going through now, and it's just... They just sound wicked. They're just really... They're very, very compatible. I think it's the speakers more than obviously anything else in there. But the 75-watt Celestions... The ones with the white and black sticker on the back, the 75-watt Celestion G12 75s, they're brilliant with the CR120. Any cab with them in it, I think you works really nicely with the CR120. But the JSM 900 cabs are very, very cheap when you come across them. I'm not sure why that is, but the ones I bought were really cheap, and the ones I've seen are really, really cheap. So. How quiet can a CR120 head get? Is it perfectly okay for bedroom models? Yes, it is indeed. I mean, this is 2. This is volume on 2. So this is volume on 1. You're not going to annoy anybody with that volume. And it still sounds really cool. So yeah, I mean, the CR120 on 1 is really good for bedroom. I'm going to turn it up. I am self-taught, yeah. Can I play Pasture Seeds? Yeah, it sounds a bit weird on that tree, but... And I've forgotten the chorus, offhand now. I don't play it enough to remember it. Practice Hammer reacts well to effects pedals. The orange, I always go on about orange, don't I? It's like a broken old record. You're a broken old record, you are, Dave. But orange CR12 and the CR20, they work really well. PV Rage amps work really well with pedals. The Marshall MG30 DFX, that works really nice with pedals as well. Any others? Yeah, any of those really will work very nicely. The PV Rage, the red stripe series PV Rage, the Rage 158, loves pedals. It doesn't have inbuilt reverb, but if you've got a reverb pedal or a multi-effects with a reverb, that sounds cool, that kind of solves that issue. But it loves pedals. That amp loves pedals. It's just wicked. It sounds amazing, so... do you prefer nitro or polyurethane? I'm not really that bothered, but if you were to put a gun to my head, I would say I like nitro more because the way it ages. Polyurethane doesn't age particularly gracefully like nitrocellulose does. If you've got like a polyurethane guitar, it's never going to look like this. It's going to chip, and it's going to look all like bits and pieces have fallen off it. It's not as cool as nitro. So and it also doesn't smell as nice. But that's a weird comment, Dave. Very weird comment. But yeah, if I had to choose, it'd be nitro. I just like the way it looks. I like the way it ages. I like the way it sinks into the wood and stuff like that. It does that, and it just has a. It just looks cool. It just looks cool, and checking's really cool as well. I always love checking. Is the CR60 as good as the CR120? Yes. Yes, it is. I haven't actually found a weak amp in the Crush range. Although I do wish they'd kept. I wish Orange had kept the multi-effects feature. They had it on the Crush Pix, the PIX amplifiers. They had the 20 and the 35 Pix amps, and they had a rotary dial that picked all different effects, from reverbs to delays to choruses. And that amp, in my opinion, is superior to the ones they've got now that don't have that. Simply because they were more versatile, and they were more fun, and they had a reverb in there that was just ridiculously amazing, and now I can't get it. Bring it back, Orange, damn you. My Orange CL120 sounds very bad in the highs. Well, it sounds harsh. Is that kind of what you mean? £80 is fair price for a PV Bandit Red. That's that's a beastly price. Where is it? I'm having it. That's what I bought mine for. I don't remember what I bought mine for, but it was more than that. Can I play the scissors? No one can play the scissors. It's impossible. It's really hard work. That person who plays for Noel Gallagher, bloody hell. There's some talent in playing the scissors. I can't do it. I'm not even going to attempt it. I mean, it'd take me years to get the idea, and even then I might not quite get the tone right. And it's finding the right scissors as well, because not all scissors are made the same, and they've got different kind of tone plastics and metals. It's really hard to find the right ones. Mad. That's a great song. What's I can't remember his Slaying Castle solo. All Red Stripes the same. I think so. I mean, I don't know if they were made in different places. I don't actually know. Mine's Chinese. Mine was made in China. I think there is a USA model. I sold my other Bandit recently because it just wasn't being used. I used my Red Stripe more, and I prefer the Red Stripe. But the USA one, I sold that recently. But there are different levels, but most of the Red Stripes are pretty straight. Yeah, pretty much the same kind of deal, really. Got to be Numb Song. We'll be here all night. We'll be here all night. I get carried away. That's about. I'm trying to keep it small. What string gauge? Oh, I missed that. Sorry. String gauge set do I use 10 to 46s, if that's what the question was. John Frusciante's tone on Off the Map. Yeah, that's like my favourite period of John's sound. Is that Californication period? It's amazing. I love that. I love that sound that he got. More distorted, more nasty, kind of a bit beefier. How about If? I don't know how to play If. Will 1959 Marshall reissue head work with pedals such as the DS2? Yes, it will. Plexes are very pedal friendly, ridiculously pedal friendly. But Plexes are one of the most pedal friendly amps I think ever, because they've got a certain, well, the ones I've played have a certain, the one I used to have and the ones I've played, they've got this compression about them that's really, really awesome, that they just love anything that's plugged into the front of them. So I've never plugged a pedal into a Plexi and it sounded rubbish. They've always liked what you plug into them, which is really cool. How do you use pedals with a Tiny Terror? I think I would have the Tiny Terror cranked as much as I could get, and then just use pedals for boosts or other sounds, and just basically use the volume control just for different kind of levels of clean for a Tiny Terror. Hey. I have never heard the Johnny Cash version with John Frusciante of that. I can't get it in England. It will not let me hear it. I have never heard it, and it's very annoying. They've all gone away. Come back, damn you, comments. Free pedal pedal board, you get lost in highs. Do you have a wah pedal, by chance? Any views on Digitech pedals? Yes, I like Digitech pedals. The multi-effects units can be a bit hit and miss, but most Digitech pedals are really good. Yeah, I like them. Pretty vacant. I've got to do that, haven't Is your wah pedal actually true bypass? Oh, I think I missed something, didn't I? Anakin UK solo. Now you're asking. On the spot, no. Sorry. All I've got in my head is pretty vacant now. Anakin UK. I can't remember it. No, sorry. Is that it, or am I going absolutely mad? Any guilty pleasure Sean turned into Sean Connery then. Any guilty pleasure songs? Yes, I like quite a lot. I've got quite a lot of guilty pleasure songs. I really like this one. Or this one. Look into my eyes, you will see what you mean to me. How creepy is this? Yeah, I like Bryan Adams. There's that as well. Which is one of the coolest things ever to do. We'll see. Thoughts on Phil X? I'm a Phil X fan myself. I used to love watching Fred Americana videos, and I'm kind of gutted. I was gutted when they went out of the shop. When they went into the studio, I was a bit like, nah, it's not the same. And then he stopped doing them, and now it's gutting. But I still watch the old Fred Americana videos now. I love Phil X. It's great. He's one of those people I'd love to meet. I think it'd be quite fun. Maybe one day. But yeah, I like Phil. Thoughts on Blackstar amps? I'm not a fan of Blackstar amps. The only Blackstar amp I've ever tried is my Blackstar Fly. Other than that, I've tried a lot of Blackstars, and I've never plugged into one where I've got on with. I just don't like the sound they have. They just don't do what I want them to do. They've always annoyed me, if I'm being perfectly honest. They've always been too bright and the wrong type of mid-range I don't like, and I just don't get on with them. I don't think Blackstar amps are particularly compatible with single coil pickups, but at least for the sound that I want, which is, I like quite dark, fat kind of sounds, and even with all the EQ off, they were still too bright for me. I just don't like how bright they were. I kind of the same kind of thing as some Fender amps, really. I don't like some Fender amps. Favourite Soundgarden song is Gun. by Soundgarden. Goes like this. Heavier and heavier that is my favourite Soundgarden song. Soundgarden have one of their best sounds ever. Yes, I would agree with that one. They just had their own sound and it's awesome. Maggot Brain. I'm gonna do a video on Maggot Brain soon. A lot of people have asked me to cover it, and I'll try and cover it. I'll try and do my own loop and see how we go, and I'll try and do a cover of Maggot Brain for you all. Quite a lot of people have asked for that, but it might get flagged for copyright, and it might get took down. I don't know. YouTube is getting a bit balmy with its copyright laws recently. Yeah, I don't know. I'll see what I can do. Is the email for John's CD still active? No, the John album's been out of print since March. I might re-release it, but I don't know. It's all about being able to afford to re-release it. Could you make a video on how to play the Micro Crush bedroom lick? I could try, but I don't actually remember what I did. I'd have to relearn it. I did actually... One guy was asking for it, and I went to relearn it, and then he figured it out. And it was... I don't remember what I did. I literally don't remember what I did. I know it was in E minor, I think. But I don't know what I did. It was just one of those things where I just sat down and recorded it and played. Solo acoustic John Frusciante Low Birds. Ooh. I don't know how to play that, sorry. Guy looks like a homeless lady. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Made my day. Mayonnaise or cherub rock? I don't know either. Sorry. Play 51st anniversary. Oh yeah, good choice there. Wait. Way up. It's one of the most underrated Jimmy songs ever. I want to look like a homeless lady. Yeah, who doesn't? Seriously. It's the look of the day. I don't live today. Man was a genius. How does the CL120 react to... I missed it, sorry. Your advice, if a guitar player is stuck, don't get... It won't... Don't feel like you progress. Is that it? Sorry, it moved. Oh, excuse me. Raw Albert version is indeed. Rainy Day, Dream Away. How does it go? I don't think I can remember it, sorry. Phil Sace. I can't play any Phil Sace, but he kind of does that kind of... A lot of that kind of stuff. A lot of that face stuff. How to improve strength in the fingers? Just keep playing. Just play as much as you can. There's no real kind of quick way to get your strength in your fingers. You just keep playing and playing and playing. Don't use ridiculously heavy strings. To build up your finger strength, you want to kind of start off with 9s. And when they feel ridiculously easy to play, go to 10s. And then, you know, if you feel stronger, go to 11s. But I don't do the whole heavy string thing. 10s are enough for me. Whenever I use a 180 during sustained note, the note dies, and I push. Come back. I release it. It goes away. How do you mean? Like I'm not 100%. Sorry, I'm not 100% what you mean. What do your neighbours think about the noise? I don't know. Probably not great things. But they are the most amazing neighbours you could ever want. So, when I play bar chords with my thumb, I always seem to mute the B string. That's again, it's just a thing. I think it's just a case of it's just like anything really with a guitar. It's just a case of doing it over and over and over again, and eventually you kind of your hand learns where it needs to be. It just takes time. It just takes time. You will be able to eventually, get through it. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling pretty good today, thank you very much. How are you? Steroid Heaven solo. Do you get Neanderthalade's vinyl reissue? I didn't know, unfortunately. Steroid Heaven solo. I don't know if I remember that very well. Way too fast. Let's slow it down a bit, Dave. That was a bit terrible. But yeah, it goes something like that. When you're figuring out a new tone on the CL120, where do you start the EQ settings? I start with the EQ settings all on 0. So they're all off. I mean, a lot of people would say that's the wrong way to do it, but it's the way I always dialed in an amp for years now. I always start with EQ totally flat. So everything's on 0 and then I go from there. Oh. Ooh, I'm going to get off in a minute. It's been an hour and 13 minutes. Good gravy. How I hold the pick? I'll hold it like that. I don't know if like that. Quite a lot of it sticks out. But then, if I do shredding, which I'm no good at, but if I shred, I tend to use the side of a plectrum, and you can kind of, I don't know if you'll be able to see, I bet you can't. But I wear away the side of the plectrum, so if I'm playing super fast, I go to the side of the plectrum, and if I'm playing normally, I use the tip. It's weird. So that's the side, this is the pick, tip. Yeah, I don't know. I had a chippy for tea. Very well television. I need the, I bet I can't get to it. No, I can't. I need a step filter. Especially start with the EQ off. Come back, comment, come back. So many great players on YouTube have tones. Yeah, I mean, that was why I started running the EQ on 0. It was always too... Amps always sounded too bright for me when I used the EQ, especially treble. I hate treble dials. I use treble when I need to, but I'm not the biggest fan of treble. I don't like bright sounds. I like really kind of dark sounds. So that was where the whole running EQ on 0 came from. It just worked better for me. And it was always that sound in my head as well. There was always this kind of dark tone in my head that I've got. And especially neck pickup is kind of like... Neck pickup with this kind of sound. That's always been my kind of like home. So. Oh, they've gone. They've gone. Got to go. Goodbye, Dave. Thank you very much. I'll see you again. Goodbye now. Have a great one, hopefully. What is the guitar you're playing? It's a vintage. It's a vintage V6 Icon, and it's wicked. One of my favourite guitars. Not a fan of a pistol slapper. Not the fact I'm not a fan of it. It's not really... I love it for what it does, but it's a weird pedal because it's more of like an EQ. I love the overdrive, but it's more of like a tone shaping EQ pedal, and I already get that from my amps. But I still want to demo it, as it's a really cool pedal, and I know loads of people will love it. Really cool pedal. Same thing with the other one as well. That's got a really cool kind of Eric Johnson-y kind of thing. I don't know, there's something special in it. I can't quite put my finger on it. Very cool. Do you play Don't Forget Me already? I haven't played it yet. No, I'll play it in a bit. I'm going to end on a little loop of Don't Forget Me, actually, because it's one of my favourite Chili Peppers songs. So I'm going to end in a bit, because I'm going to have to get off, because I'm going to have to go and pick Jo up soon. And she's out partying in town. But yeah, I'm going to have to get off in a minute. I'll finish with like a loop of Don't Forget Me. I'll see what I can do. How do you preserve your hearing, you crazy man? I wear earplugs. A lot of the time I wear earplugs. These ones. I'm not really playing loud enough for it to do real excessive damage to my ears in here, but I normally use just these earplugs. Foam ones. I just, for live use I've always worn earplugs. I don't know how people hack it without, really. I'll send an email for if possible. Keep up with work. My email is last Q&A I did. Q&A Thursday, because I'm busy on Wednesday. Last Q&A I did, not this week's Q&A, week before. My email address is in there. I ain't got a capo to do, Cabron, sorry. Do I play any Kiss songs? I actually did learn this recently. recently. That was a terrible attempt. Ugh, it's been a long day. My eyes sting. I don't own a UNFO. No, sorry. Do that quick. Any Mick Ronson. We can always do that. Brilliant. Do you know John Frusciante's cover of How Deep Is Your Love? I do, but I don't remember it very well. It's... I can't remember it, sorry, that's about literally all I can remember of it. Can you play Bulls on Parade? We can try. I ain't got the right wah for it. Not really the right wah sound of the Ibanez wah. You don't quite get the Tom Morello thing. It's not an EFX loop either. John Frusciante lessons the reason I know how to solo and improvise a solo. That is wicked. Thank you very much for watching. I'm happy, happy you were helpful. Cool, but a few words about Mick Ronson would be better. Well, apart from the man was a genius. And an extremely unique guitarist. Ridiculously unique guitarist, Mick Ronson. I mean, what can you say about him really? Apart from he was very overlooked. He's very overlooked as a guitar player, Mick Ronson. He comes from not far away from where I live, which is very, very cool. About 45 minutes to an hour away is where he comes from. It just ridiculously underrated guitarist, I think, Mick Ronson. He kind of gets overlooked by bigger names, which I think is sad, really. It's a lot like Rory Gallagher. He gets overlooked as well, I feel, quite a bit. Gary Moore. What pedal does John use in Look On? I have no idea. It sounds to me like it's just an amp. It could be just a Silver Jubilee. It could be anything. No idea what he uses. It's definitely not the DS2. It's not the right tone for a DS2. It's a lot less gain. Plus, I don't think Look On's a Strat. I think it's some kind of P90 or humbucker guitar. It's definitely not a Strat. Or it could be. I could be totally wrong. But it doesn't sound like a Strat to me. Where am I from? I am from Lincolnshire in the UK. Woo! The east coast of England. Electric Gypsy. Now that's a song. That is a good choice. I'll totally mess it up. Another genius guitar player. Had to keep a wraparound intonated and in tune. Great difficulty. Wraparounds are pigs, especially for intonation. Unless you've got something like a Mojo Axe bridge, they can be the absolute pig. I burped as I spoke, and that's disgusting. I do apologise. That song was Andy Timmons, Electric Gypsy. Andy Timmons, Electric Gypsy, everybody. Absolute god of a guitarist, that man. Right, I'm gonna get in tune. I'm gonna do a loop for you all, and then I'm gonna sod off. That wasn't that great. I do apologise. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, everybody, I have to head off now. Thank you all so much for coming out and watching the live stream tonight. As usual, you're all ridiculously awesome. I'm not sure I'm going to get a video up tomorrow. I'm a bit busy tomorrow, but hopefully I'll get something up on Saturday. And I will see you again on Monday, before then. And yes, let's do this again. I found it a lot of fun. I hope you did too. And yes, have a great morning, afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. One day I will meet you all, hopefully. Fingers crossed. That's not fingers crossed. That's fingers crossed. That's just ridiculous. Ugly hobo crackhead. This man knows me too well. Is he in the house? He knows my weird crack hobo habit, and he will not let it go. I'm going to do some crack and go outside and live in a bin. Anyway, yes. Go drink bleach. It doesn't taste very nice. I've tried it before. Anyway. Okay. What boys Rob Chapman say the cap? Amazing. My friend Blue Waffle, I have been called worse things than you could ever dare to come up with in your mind. Believe me, and I've been through a lot worse than what you're trying to dish out here to me. It literally have no effect. I will finish the stream, say thank you to the people who care, which is everyone but you, and go and live my life, which is something you should be doing. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much. I'm happy you love my channel. And I will see you all again very, very soon. Trolls of YouTube. All head cases, I tell you. Thank you very much. I'll see you all again. Goodbye now.